Amen to
It's time for an
that.
upgrade.
Amen to that, Dave. You mentioned AI a couple times, and you come from, like you said, a serious background in technology. You spent time in Silicon Valley, et cetera. What do you see with the current fascination with AI because of ChatGPT, that narrow AI? What do you see? Is there AGI on the future or general intelligence? Are you worried about it? Are you not? What's your take on this?
Hmm. Well, there's something I learned in university and certainly in my career. It's a principle we talk about a lot. It's garbage in, garbage out. ChatGPT is programmed by the internet, which has a lot of suspect information. And that information has been very carefully manipulated by big pharma over the past, well, maybe 30 years. So, journal articles that have been deleted during the pandemic, or bad articles that were funded by special interests saying things are true or not true. So, you can ask ChatGPT and you'll get an image of manipulated data from the past 20 or so years. You will not get a real answer. And if you want to see anything new in the world, you don't use ChatGPT because all it does is change the signal to noise ratio. In an ideal world, there is one person or one source, one site that's going to tell you everything about something. And like, wow, everything there is new and interesting and orderly. But what the internet has allowed is a bunch of copycats to come out and play the whisper game and weaken information. And ChatGPT just turned that on times 1,000. Since the start of my blog, every post that I do, I'm looking to share information that is uncommon or not known. And as soon as I got a little bit of notoriety, there's a few people where every single post on my site, they would hire someone to copy the post and put it on their site, right? And I've literally had one guy stalking me for 10 years. Like every guest on my show gets a phone call the next day, right? And it's slimy, right? But with ChatGPT, now there can be hundreds of people who are copying good content, diluting it. They don't know what they're doing. They're saying, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, add some vitamin C to that, even if it'll kill you. They just don't know because there's no understanding. So we just created a giant echo chamber that's been salted with marketing and propaganda. So I'm not hopeful that ChatGPT is going to be helpful unless you have your own instance. And so that's what I'm working on, is an instance of ChatGPT that has all of my podcasts and all of my words, all the thousands of articles, all 8 books, so that you could say, what would Dave say? And then it'll know.
Nice. Okay, good. And what about an AGI? Are we worried? Is it only a matter of time before that happens? And do you think that's sooner than later, as in 10 years?
What makes you think we don't have one now?
Explain. What do you mean by that?
Well, the first GI, or artificial general intelligence system, once one country has one, or maybe one large corporation has one, why would they tell anyone? There's a large investment bank that has one. I'll
Okay.
bet you. They've been working on it for the longest with the most money.
Okay.
The 2008 meltdown, was it influenced by one of those? There's a great chance it was. Is a lot of the global data on economics shared by all the countries at this point, is it created by a GI? There are people who think it is. I think it's highly likely that we do have one. And if you look at game theory and you look at human behavior and just how you would play it, why would you tell people you have it? As a matter of fact, if you had it, you would use it to spot other ones, and then you would send people in to stop those efforts. So the first general intelligence will probably be the only one.
Well, but if we never know about it, does that mean that it's not going to be potentially that dangerous?
Oh, it'll be even more dangerous
Okay.
because whoever's setting its settings will end up controlling society.
Will we see a major shift in the world, or will it just keep grinding toward a dystopian future that we don't want? And then later we'll look back and say, oh, maybe it was because of that.
Well, it seems like we're kind of grinding towards a dystopian future right now.
A little bit.
And you and me and a bunch of others are stopping that, right? But one of the things that we will deal with is artificial general intelligence. If it's programmed by good people with good information, good assumptions, then it'll probably help the world. And if it's programmed by private people who are traumatized, it'll probably harm the world. And the very notion behind my new book, Smarter, Not Harder, working hard is bad for humans when we do it all the time. It is not great. But if you believe that working hard is what all humans should do and you control an AGI, you will create a world where that's all humans can do. I don't want that world to exist. In fact, I won't allow it to exist. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, there's one out there. And maybe if it's listening, I just want to know I've got your number. But I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords.
Well said on that episode of The Simpsons, I think it was. The book is Smarter, Not Harder, Biohacker's Guide to Getting the Body and Mind You Want. It's a great book, Dave. Really good vibes on that and a lot of your amazing IP from over the years. And look, like I said, you've been coming on the show for 10 years, and I still remember, I'm having flashbacks now to all the stuff you used to send us that was in our kitchen, from the mitochondria stuff to the bulletproof coffee I used to serve on all the shows, till Pena was drinking it in the castle, all the sleep hacking videos I did, all based on your ideas and IP. And, you know, it's changed a lot of my behavior up till the oil and the salt I have in my damn desk drawer. It's because of you, Dave. So, yeah, I appreciate you putting these ideas out there and also not being afraid to speak up about what's been going on the last few years. I respect that a lot as well. So look, all the best. This thing's going to definitely hit the bestseller list. And yeah, what's the best way for people to get a copy and follow you?
Go to daveasprey.com. I've got links to everything there. And if you want to follow me, maybe Instagram, dave.asprey is a good place to do it. Of course, there's the podcast and books and Danger Coffee and all that stuff. I just want you to understand, you don't have to ever buy anything I do. You don't have to follow anything that I say. I want it to be worth it, so that if you spend 1 minute with me, you get at least 2 minutes back. And I know, Brian, you have the same kind of standard for your content. If people, they get to invest an hour with you, and they walk away with 2 or 3 hours or new energy or new sense of wonder. There's a ton of content out there that takes your energy when you watch it. I never want to be that guy, because with the kind of numbers, hundreds of millions of hours of time, I would be a mass murderer if I didn't put out good stuff. And that's my standard. So it better be worth it for you, or don't follow me. Yeah, really well said. Well, good stuff. Next time I see you, I'm expecting a big 10-gallon hat and some cowboy boots on you. But enjoy Texas. I want to get down there and see you as well. I hear great things about Austin. So yeah, love it, Dave. Wishing you all the best. Thanks for the book. And next time, let's do this in person. Beautiful. I'll see you in London. All right, take care. There he is, Dave Asprey, Bulletproof Exec. Thank you. We'll see you next time on London Real. Bye. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.